Hi, my name is Adrianne Peter Sipes, and I am an attorney with Compass Estate Planning and Elder Law in Clearfield, Pennsylvania. I've been an attorney for 15 years, and I joined the Pennsylvania Bar Association right after graduation. And we are a unit county here in Clearfield County, so all of our members of our local bar association are automatically a member of the Pennsylvania Bar Association. So over the course of my 15 years, I have consistently been a member. What I find most valuable is just the connections that you make and meeting new people every time you go to an event, or even having access to a listserv within your practice area or within a group that is related to the size of your firm, or maybe particular demographic that you're a part of. Being able to connect with people, not just in your local area, but statewide. And if you have questions that arise with a case in another county, you have a lot of resources available that you may not know someone personally, but you can reach out and make those connections so that you're following their local rules and their local procedures. But also just the friendships that you make, going to events and seeing a lot of familiar faces over and over again. You do definitely make friendships and meet extended family members and things like that. Some of those people are my best friends now that I've met 5-10 years ago, and we know when we go to an event we're going to be able to see each other and catch up. If we don't regularly throughout the times in between as well. So as a new lawyer, there's a lot of benefits to joining the Pennsylvania Bar Association. One is our Young Lawyers Division. So that is for anyone that is under 40 years of age or has been in practice for less than 10 years. And within the Young Lawyers Division, you're able to make a lot of connections, and also will introduce you to a lot of the other benefits that the Pennsylvania Bar Association offers through their committees and sections. You may be able to find another landing place that's more specific to your practice in general. But the Young Lawyers Division is a great place to start. There's a lot of networking events that are put on. We do a lot of great service projects, and just a great way to be introduced to the Bar Association as a whole. So my favorite bar event is by far the mid-year meeting, usually because it's in January or February and it's freezing cold here, and we go to someplace warm and sunny. But it's not just the weather that's nice. It's nice to catch up with friends and their families that attend the meeting. The CLE programming is always great, and just a great opportunity to really network with people that are in the same profession as you, that may have similar interests as you, and also kind of get some tips along the way. But other than that, we have the Young Lawyers Division Summer Summit, which is always a really good time. Again, great programming, great networking opportunities. Just being able to attend CLEs or lunch and learn type programming are always great for practice building with making yourself a better attorney, learning more, being open to maybe changing some of the things you do with your practice and being more confident in those areas, and also the day-to-day management of your practice. Yes, so I have been a member of our local bar association since I first graduated from law school, and I'm currently our county bar president in Clearfield County. I have been for the last 5 years. Prior to that, I served in some other roles, but we are active, and like I said before, we are a unit county, so that means that our members are also members of the Pennsylvania Bar Association. So the leadership roles I currently have are, I am the chair of the Young Lawyers Division. With that, you sit on the Board of Governors, and also have a seat on the House of Delegates. I previously was a zone governor, and also the ABA Young Lawyer Delegate to the American Bar Association, both Young Lawyers Division and the ABA House of Delegates. But what that means is being on the Board of Governors in particular, and through that role, is we are making decisions that impact the profession in general. So there are a lot of procedural issues that may be coming through the legislature with making changes to maybe how a law is written, or creating new legislation that, if it impacts the legal profession or our clients, we are able to give a voice and give our opinion, that then our legislative department would go and, help advocate for our position, with the members in Harrisburg. So that is really valuable to be able to actually be a voice and actually really have a lot of impact on the legal profession, the way we do our jobs, and also the impact we have on our clients. And what happens in Harrisburg ends up impacting us all, impacting clients, and being able to have a voice and making sure that they are hearing from the legal profession and how things may or may not affect us, is very important, and we really need to have that voice at the table. So as far as being involved with the PBA and having that benefit my work and my clients, just growing general knowledge, having access to our legal research software that we have available, also through the PBI, the Pennsylvania Bar Institute, being able to have continuing education opportunities, having on-demand access to that. If we have a particular practice area that I may not be as familiar with, we can go and hop on and go and sit through an on-demand CLE on that particular topic. But also having people and contacts all throughout the state, and being able to rely on someone. I do a lot of estate planning and elder law, and there really aren't any other attorneys in my county that do elder law. And with that being said, a lot of times if I need help with a particular case, or I need some guidance, I can reach out to members that maybe live 2 hours away from me, but know exactly how to deal with that situation I'm facing. Or it's picking up the phone, or it's typing a question into a listserv and having people give you that feedback and help you along the way. It's just it's really helpful to have those extra voices and give you confidence that what you're doing is correct, and maybe even giving you some ideas that you haven't previously thought about.